Hey there, it's me, Julie Fayfan Balzer, and I'm here with a super fun project for making stamped placemats. They're stamped and painted. So I'm starting with this is silicone from the stamp starter kit with their scan and cut, and I'm peeling one half of the plastic up. Or off rather, and putting it onto my mat. Then you can see I have my little heart design. I've scanned in my material, I've placed it. I'm going to go ahead and make sure all my settings are right. I'm using a deep cut blade. You ought to check your settings. I did manage to cut through my mat at some point during this cutting, just FYI. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Now, you could obviously use scissors or whatever else to cut it out. You could use an existing hard stamp that you had. You don't have to use silicone. You could also cut them out of foam, whatever it is that you would like to cut your stamp out of. So once I have my stamp, I'm going to go over and let it join in with another two stamps that I created. And you can see different sizes, different shapes, just so that there's some nice sort of rhythm there. And I'm working on a really large sheet of Canson colored paper there. It's got a nice texture on it that's going to show up. So I'm going to use some acrylic paint. I'm mixing some pink and some white together to create a lighter pink and embroider that directly onto that big stamp. I'm using a 2-inch rubber brayer from Speedball, and I'm cleaning off some excess paint. Then I have a plastic fork, and I'm going to draw some designs right there, simple ones. I'm moving pretty quickly. I don't want the paint to dry on me, obviously, and the foam underneath the paper is just creating a cushion. Now, I'm going to do this again, and you're going to see that you're going to be able to see the forked designs a little bit better in this next pass because there's less paint. So if you have a little less paint, it helps to make a cleaner print if you're looking for those fork designs to show up all the way. And again, the foam is creating cushion. I am putting my weight on it, obviously, and boom, there you have a really cool design. So I'm just going to completely cover this piece of paper with these stamped designs. I just really like the texture that the fork adds to it, and you can see that the stamp and the block both clean up with a baby wipe. So I'm switching to a smaller size, and again, I'm using the fork trick here to just add some texture and take advantage of the fact that it's paint. Now with the stamp that we actually cut earlier in the video, I'm using gold paint. I thought for Valentine's Day, a little bit of gold with a little bit of sort of pink and white and red made everything feel good and added a little more color contrast. So adding water to some white acrylic paint here. It's just really, really watering it down with a nice big soft round brush and then tap, 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 tap. You can see I'm getting all those droplets everywhere. And that's just helping to make everything feel a little more lively. And now I'm just using a small brush to paint some simple lines. You could go crazy or fancy. You could also use another stamp if you wanted. A lot of different options here. I just want to add some more texture, a couple more splats and some other colors. But there you can see it's still wet, obviously, but you can see how the design looks. All the forking just gives it sort of texture. The paint, the splats, it creates a really festive feeling placemat. If you have a simpler style, you could certainly do this in a more regular, simple way. So this is dry, and to the reverse side of it, I've painted, I've let it dry, and I have applied this iron-on vinyl that I'm putting now onto this side. So I just roll it on over there and it sticks on. And again, this has vinyl on both sides. I would just want to say that I'm only showing you the one side, but it has vinyl on both. So I'm putting the sheet I pulled off underneath and now I'm ironing it on. Now, if you didn't have any iron on vinyl, you could certainly just go ahead and take this to like your local copy center and they could laminate it for you. There's that other side that I painted and again have the iron on vinyl on. And now I'm just trimming off the excess lamination or vinyl that's on the two sides. And iron-on vinyl, by the way, this clear vinyl is an actual particular product that you do need to find, and I will have a link to it if you look below the video. But it does a really nice job in laminating paper so that you can use it as placemats. I've had a couple placemats that I made this way for years, and they're still in really great shape. So you can see I have my two-sided placemat. One side is obviously perfect for Valentine's Day, the other side for any occasion. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, visit me over at balzerdesigns.com. I would love to see you there. I've got lots of tutorials and fun stuff all the time for you. And thanks so much for watching, and have a great happy Valentine's Day. The placemats really do make a table look personal and fun. Thanks so much for watching.